without the aids of a string.
Guess what, guys?
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing
I'm back.
They're rapists.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Nation Politics. Back.
Free thinking,
I'm not the only thing that's back, though.
totally open-minded.
We've got some stuff to talk about, guys. Some things have returned as well as me. Are you someone who doesn't bend to the will of the conventional wisdom? Someone who rebels, who questions authority, who doesn't just watch the mainstream media, go along with the bandwagon mentality? If so, www.TommyNationPolitics.com. We're free-thinking, innovative, totally open-minded, new, independent, progressive media, guys. And as independent thinkers, I want to talk about the elephant in the surveillance footage. That's right, guys. I want to talk about the Epstein files. I know, it's been so talked about. I haven't been really able to talk on this platform since I was caught telling the truth about the DNC. Well, not telling the truth about the DNC. Telling the truth about some corrupt people in power, puppets of the rich. Maybe had some blackmail. Maybe we need to dig deeper, guys. So many people, guys, from Congress to comedians, calling this a cover-up. We've got 300 gigabytes of seized data, logbooks from Little St. James, intercepted calls from Ghislaine Maxwell's phone, and we've got like a list of names that allegedly includes Trump, Clinton, and a few billionaires who we've seen playing musical chairs with accountability. And yet the DOJ says there's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Really. Even Joe Rogan's calling it gaslighting, guys. Joe Rogan's not too bright. Neither are these puppets of the rich. Check out what they're saying at this moment in time.
I mean, you'd have to have your head in the sand to say that this is going to go away. It's not.
Republican Congressman Ralph Norman, among many GOP lawmakers, acknowledging the uproar over the Jeffrey Epstein files isn't likely to die down anytime soon. This amid news that Attorney General Pam Bondi told President Donald Trump in May that his name appeared in documents related to the Epstein case, according to sources familiar with the discussion. That conflicts with what Trump said when he was asked about it last week.
Did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that
the credibility, guys.
It's not clear how significant the references to Trump are in the files, which Bondi said also contained the names of other high-profile figures, according to White House officials. And a White House official pointed out there's no evidence Trump was involved in wrongdoing. Meanwhile, in a surprise move, a House Oversight Subcommittee voted Wednesday to subpoena the Department of Justice for access to the Epstein files. And House Oversight Chair James Comer subpoenaed Jeffrey Epstein's former associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who was convicted of crimes including child sex trafficking related to Epstein. She's set to be deposed in prison August 11th. Also, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche is expected to meet with Maxwell Thursday. Two people familiar with the meeting told CNN.
They told CNN, huh? Y'all drop a gift if you think the truth is being buried. I ask you guys, is this about justice, or is it about protecting the lifestyles of the rich and shameless? The lifestyles of the rich and shameless, guys. Or as I like to call them, the scum. Drop a line if you want to gift. If you want to gift me, if you want to guest me if you want to gift. You don't really have to gift me. You can just come up here and talk. We've got to be free-thinking, innovative, and open-minded, though, guys. We're not talking about just Epstein. We're talking about systemic rot here. And if you want this platform to keep pushing back, get on here, guys. But Trump is pushing back as well. He's got some audio here from the Associated Press that he wants you to make sure that you are aware.
Just to button up Mar-a-Lago. You're saying that Jeffrey Epstein coached 2 of your staffers. Who were they? Were they
I don't
young?
want to say 2, or I don't want to say any number. You're talking about many years ago. But yeah, he took people. And because he took people, I said, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for me. And he took, beyond that, he took some others. And once he did that, that was the end of him. I didn't like, when they steal people, I don't like it.
Mr. President, Epstein has a certain reputation, obviously. But just curious, were some of the workers that were taken from you, were some of them young women?
Well, I don't want to say, but...
He doesn't want to say, guys.
Everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were.
Yes, they were young women?
What did they do?
In the spa.
In the spa?
Yeah, people that work in the spa. I have a great...
The spa, guys. Yes, guys, Virginia Guffrey. President Donald Trump said today, disgraced financier. Financier, that's a really cool fucking, it's a really cool, word for pimp. Financier. Financier, he's a financier, isn't he? Jay, you're up on Tommy Nation Politics. What do you have to say about all this?
First of all, I heard that recording, right?
Yeah.
First of all, he did not say they were minors. He said they were workers, not minors. He didn't say that. So let's get that out of your mind. They're not underage. There were workers that worked there. And two is that Epstein came to Mar-a-Lago once, and he threw him out. He didn't like what was going on with Epstein, so he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. And 3, Trump was interviewed by the FBI, and he was cleared of anything wrongdoing. I guess you don't want to talk about that part, right? And 3 and 4, his name is not on Epstein flight log. His plane. Not. So how about talking about that part?
All right, Jay. So you have about, how many points was that?
About 5 things there.
Okay. Well, we can talk about all of them if you like. Let's break it down. Let's start with the first one. What was the first point you had about they're workers? Worker, not minor.
He didn't say minors, but workers. Anybody that works for Trump's got to be over at least 18 to work over there.
Okay, so what if the person was 17? Can a 17-year-old not work?
I said 18.
Can a 16-year-old not work in a spa?
No.
Have you heard of this alleged victim, Virginia Guffrey? Have you heard of her?
I heard that name. Yeah, I heard the name.
Okay, well then you know that she was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, correct?
And she also denied it too.
She denied what?
She denied that she was involved with Trump.
And when was this?
I read it last year.
So it says on her bio that she was sex trafficked. She's one of the most vocal accusers, and she pursued criminal and civil actions against Epstein and Maxwell and tried to pursue them against Donald Trump, but threats to her life were made. It says in 2016, October 2nd. Were you aware of that?
And also that case was dropped too because the judge said there was no credible evidence either.
The judge didn't say there was no credible evidence. The judge actually wanted her to pursue it. I have the affidavit right here if you want to read it.
Well, the judge dropped it.
The case was dropped, but the judge did not drop it. She dropped the case.
Huh?
She dropped the case.
Yeah, but also
she cited threats to her life. Threats to her life.
Well, that's a lie. But
you don't think that she was threatened? Her life was threatened?
No, that was just an excuse. She knew she was lying. That's why She knew it.
And what's your evidence for that? Just wondering.
Well, it's obvious that she was lying. The judge dropped it too. The judge,
Jay, you're being kind of like facetious right now.
come on,
What I do know is that there was a case in the district court, Southern District Court of New York,
Yeah.
and it was filed 10/03/16. And that case says that Jane Doe, she put a pseudonym or a Publius under her name. She sued Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein on that day for a complaint for rape, sexual misconduct, criminal sexual acts, sexual abuse, forcible touching, assault, battery, intentional and reckless infliction of emotional distress, duress, false imprisonment, and defamation. Both parties were cited, Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, both who were in Mar-a-Lago. I mean, they were in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Here's something to think about. I'm going to give you something to think about. Think about this really.
Okay, well, is it based in reality, first of all, Jay, before you give this to me?
First of all,
all right.
Let's deal with the facts, right?
That's what I'm doing. I got an affidavit out here, reading it.
Well, let's just deal with the facts, right? First of all, who was president in 220? In 220, 220 to 224, who was president?
Who was president when?
Who was president between 2020 and 2024?
Who was it?
I'm asking you.
I can't remember.
Come on, bullshit. You know who it is. Stop lying.
2020 to 2024?
Yes. Who was president?
I think it was Joe Biden, right? Wasn't it?
Right. You're right.
Cool.
100% correct. Now,
I'm so glad.
How come he didn't release? How come the Biden administration didn't release the Epstein files?
The Biden administration didn't do a lot of things. They didn't raise minimum wage. They didn't give a Green New Deal. They didn't forgive student loans. They didn't do a lot of things. Why do you think that? Jay, I have a question for you. Why do you think that they would do that?
Democrats were demanding it, doing it now, not under Joe Biden. Think about that. Oh, we didn't want the Epstein files released. Well, how come Epstein didn't do it?
How come Epstein didn't do it?
Huh?
These are very interesting, funny, irrelevant questions.
No, it's not.
But
Democrats, you gotta release the Epstein files. You gotta release the Epstein files. They're demanding.
When did they say this? When did they demand this?
Biden do it,
Jay, look, I'm trying to talk to you like a regular human being, and with respect. Okay, so respectfully, please.
Democrats.
Respectfully, please, sir. You need. Let's just be on the level. When did the Democrats demand anything about the Epstein files? When did they do this? When?
Just under Trump, they were doing it now. They were asking them to do it. The Democrats were asking for that. How come they didn't ask the Joe Biden administration to do it?
I don't know. Maybe Joe Biden didn't run on that. Did he? Did he run on that he would release the Epstein files, Jay?
That's not the point. They were begging Trump to release the Epstein files. Well, how come Biden didn't do it then?
Jay, do you want the Epstein files released or no?
Yeah, I want them released. But that's not the point.
So
Biden didn't do it. That's the point.
Actually, the point is that they're not released. That's the ultimate point. That's the point I would like to highlight. I don't really care about any partisan angle of it.
Did you know Bill Clinton there went many times there? How come they don't investigate Bill Clinton? I went there many times. How come they don't investigate him?
Well, Jay, probably because the Epstein files aren't released. That's probably why. Would you like them released so he could, so they could investigate Bill Clinton, right? Would you like that? You'd like that, right?
Did you listen to what Pam Bondi said? He told Trump told Pam Bondi to do. What did he tell Pam Bondi to do, Trump?
What did he tell Pam Bondi to do,
Do
Jay?
you remember what she said? What he said to her?
I mean, this is your perspective. You tell me what your point
Well,
is, so I can move on with my point.
Trump told Pam Bondi, right, to release any credible evidence that were in the Epstein files. Any credible evidence. That's what he told her.
Well, that's nice. Okay, so can I move on now?
Okay.
Okay, so it says in MSN and the Associated Press that Jeffrey Epstein said he had dirt on President Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, serious enough that it could have canceled the 2016 presidential elections if publicly revealed, according to his brother, Mark Epstein. Mark Epstein said he was never told of what the dirt was and does not have any evidence linking it to Trump or to Hillary Clinton. But Jeffrey Epstein's criminal sexual abuse and trafficking of young girls has caught up, and with widespread backlash of the files not being released by the people who have been demanding it of the president, like I was saying that Joe Biden wasn't running on the release of the Epstein files. That's why nobody really asked him to, I guess, release it. I guess we should have. I guess people should have. I guess he should have, but there was one guy who was running on this. There was one guy who had Dan Bongino and his FBI director, what was his name, Kash Patel, talking on podcasts, every podcast they could get a hold of, that they would, once they got into the cabinet, they would release the files. And once they got into Trump's cabinet, the first thing they did was to call a press conference and to talk about how Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. And this is all a conspiracy theory. So my question to you is, isn't that a little disappointing to you, somebody who might have wanted those Epstein files released? Now there's a memo by the Trump administration saying that there are no Epstein files. Jay, is that disappointing to you?
First of
And
all,
are you upset about that?
First of all, let me finish with them. First of all, I don't like what Pam Bondi did. I don't like what she said. So I want them to be released. But let me explain something too. Pam Bondi is the one that's in charge of the Epstein files. She says that she had the Epstein list on her client list on her desk. And so she should release it. But let me also point out too that Trump, Jeffrey Epstein's log list did not include Trump. His name was not on the flight list, on the flight log. That's a fact. He never went there on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. He never was.
Jay, you have absolutely no proof of that. So I can't really take that seriously.
There is proof. I've seen it.
Well, where is it? What is it?
I tell you
what's the proof that he is not on the flight logs? What's the proof that he's not on the flight logs?
I'm going to make it easy for you to find it.
You can make it easy for me to find it if you just give me the source.
What you got to do is look up the flight list. Say, look, type in.
Oh, you said you had the proof, man.
Hold on, I'm telling you how to do it.
Jay, I'm growing extremely, extremely irritable with you.
I'm telling you how to do it.
I don't really care how to do it. You said you had the proof. I shouldn't have to do anything. You said you had the proof. Why should I have to do anything if you have the proof? All I have to do is hold my hands out. Right?
I tell you what, I'll follow you so I can give you the proof. I'll give you the link. And you see if his name's on that link.
All of you Trump supporters down there, here's a question. Did Trump run on this, that he would release the Epstein files? Is that premise legit? Am I confused? Did he not run on that?
He left it up to Pam Bondi.
Darren is saying that Trump didn't run on it. So maybe this is all something that you guys didn't want in the first place. Maybe this is something that you guys didn't pull for. Maybe this is one of those things that you guys didn't vote for Trump on, right?
And not only that, here's one thing you're leaving out in that article. He said, according to AP article,
Guys, come on up here. We'll discuss it. We'll talk about it.
according to AP article you just quoted me, he says there's no evidence, no credible evidence that Jeff Epstein's brother said it was credible. Didn't you just read that to me? It was not credible evidence.
What are you talking about, Jay?
The article you just read.
I kind of ignore. I kind of forgot you were here because, like, you still didn't give me the evidence of that. The fact that you said no credible evidence. Is there a link? Is there a link? Say Reuters. Say AP.
Are you willing to look at the link?
I'm willing to look at it if you have it. Of course. I wouldn't ask for it if I wasn't willing.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can get it for you.
All you got to do is give me the link, bro. I said I was willing. If I wasn't willing, why would I ask you for it?
And we're going to stop it. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously has some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. The sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the main issue that people need to focus on is the schizophrenic approach of the Trump administration to this issue. On the one hand, they are saying we want to be as transparent as possible. And on the other hand, they're saying we're not releasing anything. So they, on the transparency part, they say we want to be transparent and we're going to go to court and we're going to ask judges to release grand jury transcripts. They know that the law on that issue is dead set against them, so they can blame the courts when they say,
where the white...
No.